from security, let's turn our attention to judicial matters. The Supreme Court has ordered the 36 state governors to file their defenses in the suit seeking full autonomy for local governments filed against them by the federal government within 7 days. The Apex Court also ordered the Attorney General of the Federation to reply to the governors' processes within 2 days upon receipt. A 7-member panel of justices led by Justice Garba Lawal issued the order followed an application filed by the AGF seeking abridgement of time in the filing and exchange of processes in the matter. At today's proceedings, Justice Lawal ordered that the 8 states not in attendance must be served with fresh hearing notice against the next adjourned date of June 13th for hearing of the matter. I have John.
You were in court, and then you saw what transpired. The AGF sued the 36 governors through the attorneys general, and that's why we are here. Court have ruled on that, and we have no option, so we'll comply.
And I have joining me former chairman of Karu Local Government Council, Nasarawa State, Akala Samuel, joins us from our Abuja studio. Good to have you join us.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here.
You're welcome. Section 7, subsection 1 of the Nigerian Constitution, as amended, guarantees the establishment of a democratically elected local government. Shouldn't this be a welcome development? And why should it be subject to litigations in the first place?
I think for me, it's actually pathetic that we have found ourselves in this situation again. The Constitution is very, very clear and explicit. There is no provision whatsoever for any vacuum in the administration of local government councils in Nigeria. The Constitution made it clearly, just like you rightly quoted, that there must be successive democratically elected local government officials manning the affairs of local government councils. But unfortunately, governors have decided to throw this matter into a subject of debate, leading to a lot of legal tussles here and there, just in a bid to continue to hold on to the affairs of local government. The governors, I think, wants to decide what happens at that tier of government. And that is why development has continued to elude Nigerians, because you can't understand why that a third tier of government that is supposed to be manned by democratically elected officials, you find governors appointing sole administrators, caretaker committees, friends and family members, associates, political associates, to continue to just go and run errands for them at the local government councils. And that is why the local government has been rendered ineffective over the years, and Nigerians have lost confidence, and it seems there's no third tier of government at all in the country.
And now that the Attorney General of the Federation says this matters of utmost urgency, what will be the implication if these local governments are granted autonomy as regards quality service delivery, especially to the grassroots?
Well, the import of the decision would be that if eventually the local government is freed up, because the local government has been held hostage for this number of years. I can confidently tell you, as one who has been there, the local government has been strangulated to the point that it can't breathe. Mr. President, there is a popular saying, that the quote from the president, "Let the poor breathe." That is what the local government needs at the moment. So if the local government is finally granted full autonomy, it's going to address a lot of issues that concerns the well-being and security of lives and property of citizens in the country. You and I know that no one resides in federal government or state government. Every citizen of Nigeria resides in a local government. That is where every citizen resides, live, work, do business, farm, and carry out every other human activity. One, if the local government is granted full autonomy, one, it will address the leadership recruitment process at that level of governance, because the local government at the moment lacks leaders with capacity to drive the administration at that level. The so-called states who've been able to manage to do elections, you see that the party that the governor spearheads wins everything. And then you go to a local government chairman hardly can understand what is the function of the local government council. So once autonomy is granted, it would clearly address the issue of leadership recruitment. It means that INEC will now preside over the election of local government officials, where the citizens of that locality would decide who lists them. And number two, it will also stem the tide of growing insecurity in the nation. You are aware that every crime is committed in a locality. It is that tier of government that understands where the people are. The community, they can empower them. The community can be empowered through the local government to take charge of security, securing their communities. So I think that is very, very key. And then, of course, when you have competent administrators at the local government, when autonomy is granted, they can coordinate developmental programs. At the moment, the local government is doing absolutely nothing. And then you ask yourself, what happens to the funds accruing to 774 local government councils over the years? Every month, allocations are being sent in the name of local government councils. Nobody has asked what happens to those funds. So I believe that if this local government has freed up, I think it will open vistas of opportunities for development for the nation.
All right, Mr. Samuel, I also wanted to, talk to you about if this will impact on the political relations between the federal and the state government. But of course, we'll have more time to do this much later. Former chairman of Karu Local Government Council, Nasarawa State, Akala Samuel, thank you for joining us on TVC News at 1.
Well, it's my pleasure. Thank you so much.
We're still watching.